The world of colors is a fanciful extravaganza with endless possibilities. It is said that colors are 7 in number. Starting from violet, going through indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and all the way till red, the spectrum of rainbow is all what the world of colors revolves around. That being said, a whole legion of colors can be formed by blending one out of these into another, giving birth to a myriad of unique shades, each idiosyncratic in its own right. Humans have associated these colors with their emotions in a way that they have become synonymous with each other. Red has been called the color of intensity and energy, yellow the color of happiness, and orange combines the desire of red and intellect of yellow. Likewise, green has been fixated to represent nature and harmony, whereas blue symbolizes depth, loyalty and wisdom. The list goes on and on, leading to a complete gamut of human emotions by the radiant world of colors. The twist unwinds only when we come across the fact that humans, since their inception, have been fascinated more by achromatic colors, colors which do not belong to the spectral alignment. Yes, I am referring to black and white. Both these colors are without hues, with the one being the exact opposite of the other. If black figuratively represents darkness, white symbolically stands for light. If white suggests life and safety, black connotes death and evil. But it is only the onset of the tale. The real mystery unrolls when we leap into an even more enigmatic sphere of this discourse, the world of gray. Gray is a color without color. It's the intermediary between black and white. It's the color of ashes, of the cloud-covered sky and of lead. Gray has long been associated with boredom, uncertainty, neutrality and indifference. According to a survey, only 1% of the people term gray as their favorite color. Then, why is it that the dilemma of life pirouettes around gray? This spinning covers the whole lot of political, social, moral, economical, religious and so many more aspects of human life. Morally gray characters are what we call morally ambiguous. Now first, let's look at what ambiguous means. It means mysterious, questionable, etc. Now, if a character is morally ambiguous, that means that their morality is in question. That is it, that is literally all it means. That does not mean that the character is neither good or evil, that just means it is difficult to tell which side of the moral scale they are on. You spot something good in a politician, you reward him or her with a vote. You spot something bad, you give your vote to somebody else. What if that somebody else is somewhat good and somewhat bad? What do? How do you choose between the various shades of gray? The popular way to handle this is called the repaint. You make a choice based on your preferences. Then, you repaint your party as white and call everyone else black. Whenever there's a discussion on the strengths and weaknesses, you side with your club and call everyone else names. Really makes for a great thriving democracy, doesn't it? Instead of applying our minds to the task of choosing between shades of gray, we think we are being good citizens if we repaint our choice. Why do we do this? The main reason is human beings get extremely uncomfortable with uncertainty, and that's why they prefer to side with a certain party. Even though humans follow a certain path in politics, but the irony is that politics in itself has a gray character. In our personal life too, we find it easier to slot people as good or bad. No human being is completely good or totally bad. A good person may do something wrong in a lapse of judgment, or given the circumstances. In the same way, there are no pure evil people on this earth. How people operate, which mirrors how politics and political parties operate, is on incentives. If you incentivize goodness, you will find the person or the politician turning good. Provide an incentive to do something bad, and people will do the same. So basically, people are gray in nature, unless being painted black or white by incentivizing certain attributes and characteristics defined by religion, society, culture, and traditions. Speaking in terms of economics, gray economy is the part of an economy that is neither taxed nor monitored by any form of government. Although the informal sector makes up a significant portion of the economies in developing countries, it is often stigmatized as troublesome and unmanageable. However, the informal sector provides critical economic opportunities for the poor and has been expanding rapidly since the 1960s. The economies of third world countries heavily depend upon gray economy. Every religion is symbolized by a certain color. Muslims connect themselves with green, Jews with blue, Buddhists with yellow, and Hindus with saffron. But one thing that remains constant between all these religions is the denotation of gray. The gray stands for sin, for rejection, for rebuff and for non-acceptance in every religion, and that is the reason it is the most disliked color in theology. There are so many terms associated with color gray. Gray power represents the power of underworld. Gray hair is used for an elderly person, while gray matter refers to smarts, intelligence, brain and intellect. Gray water is used for dirty and used water. Gray emotions symbolize dullness, boredom, mood swings and depression. In short, gray can be employed in every sphere to portray something conservative and dingy. The few examples discussed above categorically concludes that gray is an important part of every aspect of human lives. Even though being disliked, non-preferred and timeless, humans cannot escape the mysterious nature of color gray, and this even extends to the very existence of life itself. This gives birth to a dilemma, Gris Dilemma,